everyone. I am Jitender Singh Dahiya. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and more. Today I have with me Miss Deepika Chowdhry. She is a highly reputed professional marketeer in the world of hospitality and tourism for more than 27 years. She is the founder and CEO of Candid India, a hospitality representation company, and a co-founder of Vitality Club, a holistic wellness startup. She is on the board of directors of Adventure Tour Operator Association of India and Travel Operator for Tigers. Both are reputed association in the tourism field, having more than 300 companies as a member. She is associated with Madhouse to Mudhouse, an initiative of green people to promote rural and eco-tourism. She is an avid reader, loves music, and cooks in her free time. She pursued life coaching courses during pandemic and now runs life coaching and cooking channel on YouTube as well. Today she will be discussing about her life journey. So let us hear from her. Welcome Deepika ji. The platform is open and now over to you.
Thank you so much, Jitender. Thank you so much, Jitender. Thank you for this great opportunity to present my views and my life journey with all your audiences and reputed clients. So thank you once again, and you can ask me any question you like, and I'm there to answer.
A pleasure is ours. So first thing I'd like to know from you is how your past life has affected you or helped you to become what you wanted to be and what you are.
See, I started my life journey very young. When I was in my college, I started working in some companies, and I got married also at a very young age. So
Okay.
I had enough time with me when I got married. So
Hmm.
I was not doing anything, not doing any job for a good 10 years, raising my family and my kids. And then I started
Right.
working, because as the children grew up, I started working. And I always wanted to be a working person. I never wanted to sit idle. So my
Right.
idea was that I should have a business of my own. But I started my journey working for some companies initially, and then in 2004 I started my own company.
Wonderful. So, if I talk about the things you are passionate about in your life, some of the things I have already mentioned. But apart from that, are there anything, or if you are following these things as well, like how you passionately follow them all?
Yes, of course. Even while I was working, I had to travel a lot during my working days. Even now, I travel a lot. But that time, my kids were growing up, and I was very busy looking after my family and looking after my business. So, but I always made it a point to come back to my family after work and do some things which gave me happiness. So
Right.
amongst some of the things were cooking.
Okay.
I really enjoyed cooking for everyone around, and also
Wonderful.
looking after the street animals. So that's
Right.
my passion. When I am free in the evenings, I look after street dogs. I tend to them if they are ill, unwell. I take care of them, and I take them to vets. And sometimes I rescue the injured dogs from the road, and then give them shelter. And after that, I get them adopted in good
Okay.
homes. So that is what my passion in life is.
This is really wonderful. You are working on a noble cause, like most people ignore on
Thank
that
you.
part. It's really wonderful. So, if I
Thank
talk
you.
about your work and experiences, how it goes, like how you started your career and what all you did throughout.
Yeah, I started my journey with a company called Cottage Industries Exposition. There I was working as a receptionist.
Okay.
That is a very inspiring journey, I must say, I have, because when I tell this story to a lot of my friends or unknown people, everybody gets inspired. So starting from a reception to owning companies and becoming an entrepreneur is quite a
Okay.
journey I had.
Right. Right.
So I started at a reception, but there were some friends who saw the potential in me, and they used to push me that you are not cut out for this job at the reception. You must do something else. So I also listened to their advice, and I pushed myself to the management, and I said, no, I am not going to be at the reception anymore. Give me a better job, give me more work, some meaningful work. So that's how I got promoted, and I looked after the PR and the conferences in the existing company where I was there that time. So
Wonderful.
good 6 years I was working there, and then I moved on to another company and worked in international marketing there. But again,
Great.
like after 3 years, for some reasons I had to leave that company, and immediately after leaving, I
Hmm.
started my own company. I said, now I'm not going to be working for anyone. I'm going to start on my own. So that's what I did
Wonderful.
in those initial
Wonderful.
years.
So you
So the
started
journey
your.
was a little tough. Yeah.
Hmm. So
Sorry, yeah.
you started your entrepreneurship journey, entrepreneurial journey into the same field to travel and tourism.
Yes, it was in the same field. I started my company called Candid India, and I started looking after international exhibitions. So
Okay.
I represented these reputed events in India, and my job was to take Indian companies as sellers and buyers to these prestigious exhibitions, which
Okay.
I still continue to do that. And while I was representing these companies, I also started working in the tourism industry in various verticals. So I don't know if everybody knows about tourism. Tourism generally, people think that tourism is traveling out of
Yeah.
India or traveling within India. But
Correct.
tourism
Correct.
is a very interesting field, and there are many verticals. Like companies do ticketing. There are companies who do domestic travel. There are companies who do only adventure travel. There are
Right.
companies who do only wildlife travel. So
Right.
there are different organizations specializing in these tourism verticals. So I started working with them, and slowly, I gained a lot of experience working for these international bodies and domestic bodies. So that's how I gained a lot of experience, and here I am today.
Wonderful. And I have met a few of the companies who were into like educational tours as well. So there are
Yes,
so
of
many
course.
things.
That is also another vertical.
Yes. That was really interesting to know about them. They were organizing tours to NASA and similar kind of
Yes.
different other like institutions wherein kids, young kids, and maybe the elder ones also, they got a chance to participate and learn things there. So that was really
Absolutely.
wonderful to
So
know
you
about.
know a bit about different verticals. Yeah,
Being
yeah,
a banker,
yeah.
I
Absolutely.
was well versed with these industries. So that
Great.
was a learning to me as well. So if I talk about
Yeah.
your vision, mission, and goal for next 5 to 10 years, what do you think that should be?
See, when COVID hit everybody,
Mhm.
we were all out of work,
Yeah,
and even the biggest industrialists and industries, everybody suffered.
right,
So, but no, the spirit in me, which always said that I'm not going to sit idle, and I
correct,
followed that, and I said I'm not going to sit idle. I will do something new, and my vision was that I could feel that now everybody is going to be looking at health and wellness,
right,
because
right.
COVID taught us a lot in these 2 years, and things which we were taking lightly in early years.
We
Now
used to take
I
these
knew that
things very
everybody,
lightly.
yes,
Mm,
now I knew that everybody is going to be focusing more on their health
right,
rather than making money. People are going to be concerned about their health and
agree. Yeah.
well-being. So that's how I launched this new vertical called Vitality Club. And
Mhm.
our focus and vision is to make it a one-stop shop for everything wellness and everything related to well-being. So we are going to promote all the wellness products and
Okay.
services.
Wonderful.
And I see my company as one of the top companies amongst wellness producers.
Definitely, the kind of passion you have about everything, it's really commendable. I also
Thank
see
you.
that that will happen soon. So now, if
Thank you so much.
welcome, ma'am. Now, if I talk about the most important life lessons you have learned from your life, what those two, three things may be, and this can be from your personal and professional life both.
Yes, the life lessons is something that one keeps on learning throughout the life.
Right,
It is not that sometimes you learn something and then you don't implement it. There are times when life teaches you various lessons at various intervals during your life journey.
right,
And the biggest life lesson I have learned is to respect the relationships and treasure them and look after your loved ones and just be with them when they need you.
and this is really important, and not only important, I would say most important, because whatever happens, these are the people you always stay around.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So, any other thing you would like to share with us?
Yes, one thing I would like to share that be positive, whatever happens in life, you should never lose hope and remain positive. If you are positive, if your attitude is positive, you can achieve anything in life. You can achieve any goal in life.
Right, right, right. And that is really wonderful. So, you just talked about the thing which is wellness retreat and wellness kind of a thing. So, also you've been with tourism industry for quite long. So, if I talk about the tourism industry and the COVID thing, which have destroyed, not destroyed exactly, but impacted hugely, heavily on the tourism, travel and tourism industry. So, what do you feel? How do you think? How tourism industry will be on track after this COVID thing, and also about your wellness retreat. This is the thing which I have learned, heard from many places. So I would like to know more about that also. What exactly is this?
Yeah, see, amongst many industries, tourism was one of the worst affected industries during COVID
Right,
because
right.
the factories, the production happened, but tourism did not happen. It's not only
Correct.
tourism, people did not move out of their houses for 2 years.
Right, right.
And it's not only for leisure, people travel for business also, which was
Hmm.
not happening. So tourism will revive, certainly. I'm very positive about that. And some have seen the trend moving forward that people are going to be concentrating on wellness. Earlier, people
Right,
used to travel for leisure, for fun. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen now. Even now, people will travel for leisure and fun.
right. That
But
will be
the
part and
majority of
parcel of life.
people, yes, the majority of people will focus more on the experiences they are going to gain from these travels
Right,
and also their well-being, their wellness. So these wellness retreats are not new. They have been there for many years, but the focus is now going to be more on going to these wellness retreats. So
right,
these wellness retreats are mainly situated in the hills, or some are situated in plains also. But the entire
right, right,
focus is on starting the day from getting up early, doing yoga, connecting with nature, going out for walks with your loved ones if you are traveling with your family, or solo also. When you go, you just like to connect with nature, hear the sounds of trees, birds, running
right, right.
water. So these are the kind of things which were there, but we never bother to look at these things. But in
Correct.
wellness retreats, the focus will be connecting with these things only, so that your mental peace is there and you come back more rejuvenated to take the life
Hmm.
on. So these wellness retreats offer all kind of programs where if a person is diabetic or if a person has hypertension or if
Right.
somebody wants to lose weight. So these wellness retreats offer such programs. They start from 3 days onwards. The minimum package is for 3 nights. One can stay for 3 nights. Just go there, see how you connect with everything around you, enjoy the facilities. There will be yoga, meditation, connecting with nature, then other health facilities like the
Right.
spa,
Right.
massages, and eating sattvic food. So all that will
Mhm.
be a part and parcel of these wellness programs.
Right.
So
Right.
our focus is going to be promoting these wellness retreats, and we have already tied up with few renowned wellness retreats in India, and we are
Mhm.
promoting their programs to our audience.
Right. This is really wonderful to know about them because we really need them actually. Because we miss out.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
the most like people who are staying in metros and like at B cities, they miss out on taking care of their health and wellness. So that is a kind of thing which they can take some time out, get to these programs, attend these programs, have the right kind of food, right kind of environment that will help them be in right mind and body, I would say. This is
Absolutely.
really important. And if I talk about
Yeah.
these programs in a little more detail, what would be the focus of these programs and how this will create an impact or value in the eyes of the people who are like going to attend these kind of programs or who are willing to go for these programs.
See, these programs are a part of the travel only. Earlier, also, people used to go for 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights to various destinations
Right.
just to relax or do local sightseeing. But with these programs, the focus is on the well-being, which is a mental well-being as well as your physical well-being. So
Right.
these
Right.
programs will offer, like for mental well-being, you connect with nature, do yoga, meditation, and for physical well-being, you how you eat the right food at right
Correct.
times and follow a certain routine. So that will be the focus of these retreats.
Right. 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 So people would be going close to nature.
They will, yes, they will benefit immensely from these programs.
Definitely. I'm also looking forward to it. So now, if I talk about you again, were you an introvert or an extrovert kind of a person, or while facing your audience, how you transformed your life throughout? Like,
Well,
whatever you did.
yes, I was an introvert in the initial years of my life, though I was working, but I would just be with a very close-knit group of friends. But
Okay.
as my work demanded, I started traveling, I started meeting people. I gained a lot of confidence. I became, I won't say an extrovert, but yes, I'm a people's person and I like interacting with new people. I like
Mm.
meeting new people and I like sharing news and views with them. And I really like to meet people.
Great, great.
And since COVID was there and we were not able to do much work,
Yeah.
I used this time to do a lot of learning, and I enrolled myself to various life coaching programs,
Okay.
transformational life coaching
Mm.
programs. Just for myself, I started it for myself so that I also change as a person and I also learn new things, and that
Right,
really
right.
helped me a lot. And so much so that I started my own YouTube channel for transformational life coaching under my
Mm.
own name, Deepika Chowdhry. And I shot a lot of videos during the pandemic that
Good.
gave me confidence and changed my perception towards life and various aspects.
Right.
And also, I believe my audience also gained benefit from them.
This is wonderful. Like you are practicing yourself, learning so many things, and also sharing with people.
Yes.
This is wonderful. So, if I talk about your life journey, who were the biggest supporters throughout?
The biggest supporter has been my family. My husband, of course, no, is on the top of that list. Because without his support, I wouldn't have reached where I am today, and
Right.
I couldn't travel without his support. While I was traveling, he was looking after the children and family, and of
Yeah.
course, then my children, my mother-in-law, they all were very supportive of me,
Great.
being out, looking after the work part, and while they were looking after the house part.
Wonderful. So, if I talk about the kind of people you see for an inspiration or motivation in life, who are those people?
Well, I read a lot of books, motivational books. I meet a lot of people, and I follow certain leaders, and I follow their ideology. So Dalai Lama, of course, I mean, I really admire him and follow his preachings, and I also admire Indra Nooyi. So these are the few people who really inspired me
Wonderful.
to be what I am today.
Wonderful. So, if I ask you, what is your take on success? How you like? What does it look like to you?
Well, success is very subjective. Some people see success with money, success with name and fame. But I personally see myself as a successful person when I am able to look after people around me. And if I am able to make a little impact on the society, or if I am able to make a little impact on the people around me, so to
Right.
me, that is success. And if some people say, yes, because of Deepika, we were able to change, or because of her, we were able to do certain things. So
Right.
to me, that is success.
Wonderful. Nice thought. So, if I talk about the things you have done in your life, have you ever felt like failing into something creates a negative impact? Then you thought of like stop doing there or something like that.
Well, I can't think of something offhand because as I told you earlier, I've always been a working person. So all this time I was busy working, and I chose to stay away from negativity and negative people. So that was
Right.
one of my major strengths, that I decided that if I see negativity around me or negative people around me, I retract myself and I try to stay away from them so that it doesn't affect me or my working style or my own life or my thoughts. So that's what I did.
Great. This is really important. Like stay positive and stay along with positive people.
Yes.
Wonderful. So, any message or advice you would like to make to our audience, viewers, and listeners?
One advice I would like to give is that don't take life lightly, don't take your loved ones lightly,
Yeah.
and look after yourself, look after your own health first. And if you are mentally well, if you are physically well, you are able to conquer anything, and you are able to look
Correct.
after anyone.
Correct. This is really important.
So self-care is most important.
Yes. If you are in good health, good mental abilities, you can not only take care of yourself, but your family, your friends, colleagues, the external
Yeah.
environment, whatever things are there.
Absolutely. I always give an example that when you are in the flight and the flight attendant come and tell you that if in case of any emergency, the oxygen will stop and you have to first put on the oxygen mask on yourself.
Right.
So that's what my mantra in life has been, that if you are able to look after your own self first,
Ah,
your own mental and physical well-being, then you can look after
then you
everyone
can
else.
then you would be in good condition to help others.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So, like, what an amazing insights you have shared. I was really amazing to hear from you. I really enjoyed our conversation.
Thank you.
Looking forward to hearing from you again soon. Thank you so much, Deepika ji,
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
time and sharing a lot of valuable inputs. And also, I would share your social media links with our video and audio so that people can be in touch with you, take your help,
Sure.
guidance wherever they feel like.
Absolutely. I run YouTube channels. My personal YouTube channel is Deepika Chowdhry, which is for transformational coaching. And I also run a cooking channel called Eat with Locals. And yeah, my professional one is Vitality Club at vitalityclub.in. So I would request everyone to follow me
Sure,
on
definitely. I would be
Instagram and
sharing those
YouTube.
links
Yes.
along. So, guys, don't forget to check that
Thank you
out
so much.
too. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.